Welcome back here, Extravagant Fragrances again. So I'm going to give you some detailed descriptions on how to, or instructions on how to build your own spinning incense rack. The reason why I'm doing this video is I've actually gotten some requests on actually customers wanting to purchase the incense rack that I built, the spinning incense rack that I built. Probably I want to say it's like already been maybe 2 or 3 years now. And so I actually didn't intend on doing another video showing me actually building the incense rack. So I'm gonna try my best to give some instructions on how to do it yourself. And I hope that anybody that sees this video, I hope you become a mega millionaire after being able to build these yourself. Maybe you, I don't know, perhaps maybe you actually be able to make it better than what I have. But this is, I guess you could say, kind of like a prototype. There are already companies out there. There are big companies out there already that have their own incense racks. However, I have not seen, at least in the personal fragrance industry, I have not seen anyone that I know of actually carry the incense racks. I have seen this before. I do know of a situation, but it's very, very hard to come up on. It's really something that it's mostly a handcrafted item. They're not something that I believe are made in mass production. So I'm gonna give you some real easy ways to build this yourself, and I think it's gonna be very beneficial because if you're like how I was, I used to go on foot. And I used to supply the liquor stores, smoke shops, convenience stores. And it wasn't until I realized that once the orders started coming in, I didn't want to waste time sitting there bagging and labeling and doing all of that jazz. An old mentor of mine, he taught me that with the incense sticks, if they're sitting out in the display rack, you want your formula of the incense oil to be very, very strong. And so that's going to be the main difference is, yes, the cost of raw materials that it's going to cost you to make one of these incense racks and fill them with sticks. It's going to cost a little bit more. However, time is everything. If you can save yourself some time, stop by your local vendors, drop off 10, 12, 13 bundles, however many bundles come in each rack display. If you can save time and do it like that, you're going to be in the money. And right now, we're in that season where we need to save time. We need to make money. The small mom and pop shops, the small mom and pop businesses, we have to do to thrive. And that's part of the reason why I've decided to post this video, because I thought maybe somebody who sees this video might be able to benefit from this. And so that's where we're at right here. So let's get started. Let's just jump straight into it. So what you're going to do, basically, it's a real straightforward process. All you got to do now, again, like I said, some of you may find better ways to make it than I did, and that's great. If you found a better way to make it, share it with me. Share it on social media. So basically, what I did is I went on eBay, and I got what they call a Lazy Susan, and pretty much it's just one of those little spinning little spice. Little turning, spinning things, right? It's called a Lazy Susan, right? So the least inexpensive ones that I found, I think they're like $13 on eBay. If you're buying them wholesale, you might be able to get them for way less. Get your cost of production down. So I got one of those. Now, here's where I might make it different. Like I said, the very first spinning display rack that I made was made of, the Lazy Susan was made of plastic. Hold on one second. That Lazy Susan was made of plastic. And here's the reason why I might make that different. If I were to go back and do this again, I might change some things about it. Like I said, that was just a prototype. And the reason why is because the oil-based incense sticks, at some point on some plastics, incense oils will actually begin to deteriorate or even melt plastic. So, for example, I have some plastic shipping scales that I use. I have these scales that when I weigh the fragrance oil out for a customer, sometimes I'll spill the fragrance oil on the scale and it will actually melt the plastic on the scale and it will leave like little divots and stuff like that. So this Lazy Susan that I found on eBay, it's black. It's a black Lazy Susan. You should be able to kind of see it in the picture. If you go on eBay, you'll be able to identify exactly what it is that I used here in this voiceover. And but there's different ways around that. There, if you can just get, and I'm gonna post another picture shortly. If you can get the just the swivel, just that part of the technology right there, the little swivel part, you could perhaps build it out of maybe 2 wooden boards. Now that's something, honestly, if I were to go back and do this process again, I would probably get 2 wooden boards equal in size and put them on that little swivel piece, and then build my tubes up on this wooden piece, right? So once you drill the wooden piece into the little swivel there, that's, I guess you could say, a modified version of the Lazy Susan. The technology is, it's very similar, right? I think it would be wise if you actually got like one of those bigger swivel, I don't even know what to call them, but you'll be able to see it. Some of you, if you're able to identify what it is, when you look up the Lazy Susan, you will see that piece of equipment, right? And so, because wood, I know the original incense racks that are wooden, they don't deteriorate like the plastic does. Like, that's what I'm saying is I would be a little bit more weary about building an incense rack out of plastic again. You all can try it out, see if it works. But yeah, that's just me. So the next thing you want to do is you want to get your incense sticks, figure out what length the incense sticks are going to be. You want to go to your local hardware store. I prefer to go to Lowe's. That's usually where I go. Take your sticks with you and use a bundle of sticks. I guess you could say is like kind of like a way to size up what you want your tubes to be, right? So once you get to the hardware store, you're going to size them up, and you want to make sure that the tube is down below the handle, okay? Because when these incense racks are sitting in the stores, you want the customer to be able to see the handles and be able to pick them out, right? So make sure your tubes are shorter than like right there where the handle, right there where the handle starts. Okay, make sure it's right there. So then after that, what you want to do is, once you've figured out what it's going to be, now these could be 9-inch sticks, they could be 11-inch sticks, they could be 19-inch sticks. However, whatever the length is, make sure you stop. It's just going to be better for you. It's going to be better for the customers. And what I would do, so you don't actually have to go out and buy the tools, if you can go over to the lumber department, you're going to take your PVC pipes over to the lumber department. And if you can get if they sell black PVC pipes, that's better. If they don't, I mean, white will do. You'll just have to paint them. But you're going to go over to the lumber department, and you're going to cut these down. They have like these blocks where you'll be able to place your PVC pipe in, and it's kind of like a guide. And they have a saw right there, like a hacksaw, I guess you could say. I think it's a hacksaw. And just cut them there. Cut out all the pieces you need. That way you don't actually have to buy tools. Then what you're going to do is you're going to get a really nice adhesive. Get the strongest multi-purpose adhesive that you can that's going to hold up. I think I use like a all-purpose silicone, which I think there are better adhesives than that, because the only problem is over some time the pipe fell off. But then again, I don't know. I think I roughed up the display a little bit. And another thing is, if you have, like in the picture, I have pipes that are kind of in a circle. Well, I'm guessing like if you actually filled pipes in the middle of it as well, for like the larger sticks or the longer sticks, you know, for let's say for the like if you do a wooden display, it's gonna be everything's gonna stay sturdy if you have pipes that are stacked next to each other, right? And also in the middle of the display. So that's just something to think about. But make sure you get a really good adhesive. And what I did is I just, put some adhesive down underneath the pipes and just stuck them right there along the edge. And just actually I painted them first before I did that. Now let me go over the paint instruction first. So yeah, like I said, if you can get black to make everything uniform, that's better. If you're not able to get black pipes, the white ones will do. You're just going to have to paint them. You want to make sure you get a primer, the primer spray paint, all-purpose outdoor primer spray paint, right? And the black spray paint. And you're going to put that black primer on those pipes. I think they have like a 2-in-1 where you don't have to go back. It's like a primer and a paint. I would probably do that. Make sure you're outside when you paint the pipes. Then after you paint those, let those dry up, and then adhere them to the Lazy Susan. Okay, and after you're done with that, then you want to label each pipe. Get yourself a nice printed label, nice fancy print. Dress it up however you want, and stick them on each pipe and designate each pipe for that fragrance incense stick. And I think that's it. See, now the great thing about this is you're going to be able to go into multiple stores. You're going to be able to offer a whole display setup. It's going to look attractive. The retail stores are going to love it. And it's going to be a yes or a no. It's fragrance is an impulse buy, so people don't have to sit there and think about it. If they really have to, if someone tells you I got to think about it, for a display that's so small like this one, then there's something else going on. Either they don't like you, or maybe they're really struggling with business. So yeah, this is going to allow you to be able to move incense distribution a lot faster than bagging them up and sticking labels on them and all that stuff. Again, like I said, you're just gonna have to readjust and just up your formula, so that way when these sticks are sitting out in that display rack, let's say for 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, you're gonna retain the potency of the incense sticks. You want them to still be able to smell fresh even after they dry out. So after they dry out, you're still left with a lot of fragrance on that stick. So I hope you all found this helpful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the email newsletter on the website. That's where I usually put a lot of offers when I'm having specials, when I'm having discounts on the website. I put them up on the through the email newsletter. So please subscribe. It's down in the lower right hand corner of the website, and subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. Take care and have a great day.